2012 question 5. Which of the following molecules is polar? So for this, let's directly write the shape for BF3. BF3, we know it's a trigonal planar shape. As I said, for BF3, BCl5, and SF6, these three, you need to know them off by your heart because they've been specifically mentioned in the DSE syllabus. Now, next step is to draw or write the bond polarity. Now, fluorine is the more electronegative atom, so the bond polarity would be facing that direction. Now, a lot of you have this question to ask me, sir, like, how do I cancel out these bond polarities? So let's say you take the bottom ones as an example. This one is facing the leftward directions, this one is facing the rightward direction, and both of them are facing downwards. So you take the middle root, you take the central root. So the central root would be downwards, basically going straight down. So you take the middle root. And then after you can cross these two out. And then finally you look at the remaining bond polarity. One is facing upwards, the other is facing downwards. So here these two would cancel out as well. So option A, this is non-polar. Now option B here, this is C60. C60 is out of the syllabus. It's not in the syllabus anymore. But just to let you know, this is Buckminster fullerene, and as you can see, it contains carbon. And if there's just an element, obviously it's just one single type of element. It cannot be polar because you're not adding another element to it. So it's no way this is polar. NH3 on the other hand, this is ammonia. And as we know, ammonia, it has a lone pair of electrons. So one there, two here. And then H and a solid line and a dotted line, or a solid wedge and a dotted wedge. And here nitrogen is the one that's more electronegative. So all of the bond polarities would be facing nitrogen. And here the same technique, you look at which is the central root. So here, this left one over here, it's facing a bit towards the right. This is facing a bit towards the left, and this is going straight towards the middle. So you will find the central root is going upwards here. So this molecule NH3, it's definitely polar. The answer for this is C. But you can look at D as well, SF6. SF6. So now it's an MC question. Don't waste your time to draw these solid lines or dotted lines. Just assume all of them are like that. So you know SF6, it has an octahedral structure. Fluorine is the most electronegative atom. And to help you memorize that, I told you chemistry is FON, F-O-N, meaning fluorine is the most electronegative atom. Oxygen is next, and then nitrogen. And that also helps with the hydrogen bond. So those that have hydrogen bond is for these three atoms as well, F-O-N, and these three elements. So fluorine, most electronegative atom. That means the bond polarity would be facing towards that direction. And you'll notice all of them cancel out because you can see this top one over here will be canceled out with this bottom one here. This left one down here will be canceled out with this top one right here, and this one will be canceled out. So this is also non-polar. That's why the answer for this is C.